laughter, and luggage. Recently, my family and I took a Northern Ireland vacation, and today I'm going to tell you all about that vacation. There's going to be some tips leading up to our vacation, the pros and the cons of where we stayed and why we stayed there, the spectacular tourist attractions that we went to, as well as some off the beaten track spots that we stumbled upon. Behind me, you're going to notice some maps. I love maps. I highlight the entire route on these maps, where we're staying, what we're going to see. I put all the addresses in my Waze app so that when we have our rental car, I can punch those in and then we're on our way. So let's go see Northern Ireland. Hi, so we're on our first leg of the trip to Ireland that we're going to be going to Dublin. And we just got to Montreal, and within a half an hour we were out of our cars, through security and to our gate. So now we're just patiently waiting for a few hours till we get to Toronto, and I'll touch base back then. So we made it to Toronto, which is great. Now I have a few tips for you. If you're going with AirTransit, get optionplus. It's going to get you on board first, it's going to get your checked baggage, and it's going to get you free food. The other thing that we were advised to do, though, because of the Canadian staff shortage in all the airports, is travel luggage in the travel size, which worked out great. We got it on the plane into the overhead compartment. Now, some of the staff was encouraging us to check it, but we politely declined and everything went smoothly. So now, next leg is Dublin. So we made it to Carlingford, our first stop, and we picked this spot because of the movie Finding You, and we're staying at the bed and breakfast that was actually featured in that movie, and we're so excited. So now we're gonna go explore. So we're on our first full day here in Carlingford, and this beautiful castles, which I love, its first occupants were in the 800s, which the castle being built was in the 1200s, if you can imagine. And another cool fact about this town is Thomas D'Arcy McGee was born here and died in Ottawa. And one of the most amazing facts about Thomas D'Arcy McGee is that he's one of Canada's founding fathers. Alright, so we made it to Belfast, and it's such an amazing city. We're staying at Malmaison, which is right in the heart of the city, very close to the Cathedral Quarter, which was hard to find at first, but if you punch up the Dirty Onion, it is right there, and it's a bar, it's a pub right in town, we're right in the city, and it's amazing live music all the time, and you will not be disappointed if you hit that area. first full day of Belfast, and we just did the Titanic museum tour and highly recommend it. It was so informative. Whether you're a history buff or not, I would say go for it because it is an amazing museum to go through. So we're making our way to Portrush, but along the way we're stopping along the coastal highway with the Irish Sea behind us, and we wanted to try and find this hidden village of Galboly, I think is what it's called. So we're on this farmer's field hiking up this mountain, and the farmer welcomes visitors coming up onto his land, and we think just around the corner is the hidden village, and we're so excited. So I think we found it, this quaint little hidden village in the middle of this mountaintop overlooking the Irish Sea. Let's go have a look. Okay, so this is why this is worth about the 10-minute walk up to this, is this cute like Hansel and Gretel house. It is like a hidden village in the middle of nowhere with all these tiny old homes and walls. It's just amazing and spectacular. Alright, so we're back down here now, and we noticed the honesty box because of this farmer that's recreating this path up here and fixing fences and everything. So we want to do our part as well and give back to him for allowing us to use his property to find the hidden village. There. So now we found Glenairffforestpark, and we're going to try and find this waterfall that we had found when we were searching up different things to do in Northern Ireland. So now it's our journey. Found one waterfall already. So now we're at this area, which is another waterfall, but there's 3 apparently on the map. So we're going to just keep climbing and walking this path and enjoying all the beautiful nature around here. So we just went swimming, as you saw, but as we were walking past the snack bar, and about 20 meters to the other way is the actual swimming waterfall hole. So it's at the end of the waterfall route after the snack bar, if anybody wants any tips. But otherwise we made our own in a little cenote ourselves, and it was wonderful. Hi, so we're still en route to Portrush. We're in Ballytoy right now, which is one section where Game of Thrones was actually filmed. And so we have these caves that are here and these beautiful cliffs and beaches here too. Another must-see if you're driving the coastal route. Portrush, and it's a lovely beach town here. We're staying at the Adelphi Hotel. It's a perfect location. It has beaches, it has fun things to do, an amusement park. It's also close to all the nearby attractions like Giant's Causeway, the rope bridge, Dunlucecastle. You can't go wrong with staying at this place. Dark Hedges, which is in the Game of Thrones, and it's the spectacular tree laneway that we have found on the internet, but it's a great must-see stop. Alright, so we are at our next attraction, which we just did, which is the Carrickarede rope bridge, which is right here, and we just did it as a family, there and back. Little scary, but well worth doing for sure. We were leaving town because the place right at the rope bridge can be quite busy. We stopped in this little town and found this cute little pub, fantastic chowder, fantastic club sandwiches, and it's a great place to stop. So we're now en route for Giant's Causeway, which is just down below. We took the red trail, which takes us up higher, and I guess there's going to be a path that goes down. There is a blue trail that goes a little closer to the water as well, but we're almost minutes away, hopefully, to seeing this magnificent structure. Alright, so we made it to the Giant's Causeway, and look at this. And it's natural formations. The myth is that a giant fin created them to go to Scotland. It's just magnificent. We're at Dunlucecastle, this magnificent castle that was featured in Game of Thrones as well. Part of the kitchen, we're in the kitchen area, and part of the kitchen did fall into the sea with this, but we are just exploring it now, and we can't wait to see the rest. To Derry, or Londonderry, and we are now walking within the walls here. So as you see, there's cannons and little shootout little points within the wall, and it goes and surrounds the entire city. So one cool thing we just spotted is on this side you can see a cone that is painted in the Irish colors green, orange, and white on this side. But then when we go to this side, you'll notice Union Jack flags, as well as on the pavement, the blue, white, and red markings of the English side. So we just found our way into St. Patrick's chair and well, and this is his chair where it's believed that St. Patrick was arrested. And then we're going to find the well, which was also believed in hopes of healing and to solve problems. So we're going to find that now too. So we found the well, and it's a little pocket of water here. So right now I'm just going to touch it, and it's supposed to pray for healing or to solve problems. One thing that we noticed as we were just leaving the path is the entire path on this small section is lined with clovers, which is just ironic as we're heading right to St. Patrick's Chair. So we made it to Malahide, our final destination, which is about 10 or 15 minutes away from the airport, which is great because we fly out tomorrow. But this is a perfect another little harborside village. Has a castle in it. We're staying at the Grand, and we just had the best Italian meal at That's Amore restaurant. I would highly recommend it. So we made it to Toronto, and we were a bit nervous because we didn't know what customs was going to be like, but we were in and out within 30 minutes from customs and security, and now we're just waiting for our layover to go to Montreal, and everything went as smooth as possible. So one thing I do want to mention again, our optionplus option was well worth the money. We were in and out of the plane because we were first on the plane, first off the plane, and first through customs. Just made everything so much smoother that we couldn't have asked for anything even better. Now that you've finished, I hope as you watched you gained some insight, that maybe it helped a little bit, or even inspired you to add some new locations for your Northern Ireland vacation onto your handy map. If I did, hit the like button, or you could subscribe for any future vlogs, travel tips, or any of my upcoming adventures that I might stumble upon. Until next time.